March 24th. So, this supply and confidence agreement between the Liberals and the NDP. They won't provide any copies of this pact, this agreement, to the opposition members, the press, the public. We have no idea what's written down there, other than they admit they have a supply and confidence agreement. When asked about it, they just say, don't worry about that. We're going to get things done now. It's all about getting things done. Well, for the last 2 years, Parliament hasn't been open much more than over 100 days. Now, all of a sudden, you want to get things done, do you? I mean, he closed Parliament, he prorogued it, the snap election, everything, all to dodge scandals. That's what it was all about, right? But quick overview of our parliamentary process. Any member from any party can table a bill. It's argued about, debated about in the House of Commons. Is this really what the Canadian people want? It's voted on, goes through some more process, becomes enacted perhaps. Now, what happens? Anybody can table a bill. Well, if they're a Liberal or an NDP, if they table a bill, let's ban fishing poles, say. Then it should go through parliamentary process. Somebody should say, hey, is this really what the Canadian people want? No, now it goes like this. We've tabled a bill, says we don't want the Canadian people to have fishing poles. Right, Jaggy? You got it, JT. Yeah, okay, so you opposition guys can go argue it all you want, and then when we vote on it, because we're in agreement, we'll win. So let us know when you want to vote there, Mr. Opposition. So all of our checks and balances that are in place to ensure the parliamentary processes, plural, remain functioning in a democratic fashion. This is how our democracy here in Canada works up until now. It's an imperfect system and obviously has a huge flaw in it somehow to get to this point in time. But it gets worse yet. You know, we're still investigating the level 4 biosecurity problem there. We're talking with Mr. Trudeau here. The WE charity scandal, the SNC Lavalin scandal. And most recently, and biggest of all, his use of the Emergencies Act in February. Is it even legal he enacted it? Doesn't look like it. Has to be debated by what I'll call an investigational committee. We have all kinds of investigational committees. I'm going to use this big broad term, right? We won't get into the details really of how they work. They can have 6 people, 12 people, different levels of stuff. So the use of the Emergencies Act, whether he could or not, whether it was deserved or not, whether it was applied properly or not, sticking within the bounds of the Bill of Rights and the Constitution and stuff. Okay, so there's a biggie that's being, I'll say, in front of an investigational committee. It's chaired by the NDP. Yeah, how's that going to work, right? That's man's up on charges and the judge and the jury's his wife. Now, I mean, the marriage is formal. But, so again, all of the checks and balances in the democratic process, they're not there anymore with this deal, right? So what do you call that? Authoritarian? Tyrannical? A dictatorship? Yeah, that's where we're at. It's, well, I like the term dictatorship. It's got all the hallmarks of that in my mind.